So let's say I have negligible issues. That means there are only 2 records that are having this 30 DPD as -1. Okay. There are only 6 records that are having 30 DPD as 9999. What can I do here? Tell me.
Replace -1 with 0.
Replace -1 with 0, which is called as
Uh,
flooring,
Flooring.
right?
And
Replace 9999
with 1.
whatever is the highest value.
Where is it?
Highest value of this 30 DPD, let's say it is 12 or 13 or whatever it is. Let's say if it is 12, then that is 12. That is what capping.
Sir, I was concerned about the bucket that we are comparing. We decided based on the percentage.
Correct.
So
When, yeah,
that like
in
here,
this particular one, 96 or
like
98
98 at 0.46 and 0.54, and we replace its
with
value with 6.
6.
But in the 6 itself, the number of records are very less.
How many records are there?
So, for example, I am saying number 9 is only 8 and 4 records.
Okay.
That way I was asking.
Yeah, which is still permissible. So number 9 is supposed to be less records only. If you think from the business point of view, how many customers will it be where 9 times within 2 years, 9 times they paid late? That frequency usually will be very less. In fact, as you reach, in fact, beyond 12, it is not even possible. Mostly 12 or 13 or beyond 10 itself, it will be stopped. It will be like that only. Now you want to draw similarities like that only, like 98 is there and you are having, let's say for 9, what is the one, let's say 33% is a bad rate, or 50% or 33% is a bad rate. You want to draw such similarities and map it to the one that is having here. Let's say here also you see 33% bad rate. You will see which one has a 33% bad rate. Let's say 3 also having 35% bad rate. 8 is also having this one. Map it to one of these 3, the one that is the nearest one. Then you will have less error. I'm not saying this is the only method and this will give us the best result. What I'm saying is this way we can proceed and make sure that there is no human bias from our side. If there is something wrong, we are replacing with the most probable right one.
Sir, in this case, if 2 variables have similar, like number 3 and 9.
We can do with any one of them.
So, or we will go with 3 because from business sense, it might
Yes,
be.
correct. So this business one is kind of subjective. We always talk to the client and do the best one. Imagine that you have no idea. Then if you go with any one of them, then also it will not be harmful at all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So if this is also coming as 33% or 35%, then you have the cases like 3 and what about it, like 8 and 9. It is near to all these 3. Maybe any one of them, if you build the model, you will hardly see any change. All of them will be permissible. But if you keep it as 98, then build the model, then you might see significant changes. In fact, instead of increasing the accuracy or anything, we are simply neutralizing it. This will, so that this will not impact the overall flow of the analysis. Even if you replace that with median, the issue will be simply neutralized. That will not really act as a very big driving factor. Whereas if we keep it as it is 50,000 and all that in the utilization, that might actually turn our analysis upside down. We simply neutralize that by replacing that with median. Here by replacing with the nearest bucket. Now this is one of the method. If you have a better method, if there is a way I can somehow fill these values based on some other variable, and I am damn sure, I'm very much more sure that those replacements are correct, then you can follow that. Okay. But this is the method that always works, especially the variable that serious delinquency is one of the most important variable, especially that bad rate. Bad rate is same as good rate, like 1 minus bad rate is good rate. Okay. Any one of them you can take. The bad rate based imputation is widely followed, which works very well.